Hi everybody, it's me again, Charles Norman from Sports Solutions LLC. We are the creators of AthleticSOS, and so we are a software development company. But one of the things that I wanted to do for you guys this week is I keep telling you about all these great products for your kid because we want to give them the best opportunity to be athletic, to move forward, and what would be a great gift for them for Christmas. So this is going to be the start of my Christmas list. The first one I'm going to show you is a product that I think is the best product out there, period. This product has been around a long time. You guys know me as a software developer. You see me do my software videos and you know everything about AthleticSOS. But what you don't know is I used to own a store called Coach's Vault out here near me, and all I had was training aids for kids. And this is back in the early 2000s. And the number one thing I can tell you about that is do not open retail, whatever you do. There's so many rules. The margins are really narrow and it just wasn't worth it. But I had a good time. I did it for about 3 years and then I put it away to go work with my kids and help them move through. I had young kids, a young family. I worked full time and I opened this store up. So don't do retail. That's number one. But one of the things I did find out was there were all these great training aids. And the second thing that I learned doing that was most parents don't feel comfortable trying to train their own kid. So they would come in, I'd have all these great things. I had videos, I had all these great products, and they would just go, hey, do you know a trainer around that could help me out? And so that's one of the other things that I learned. You don't want to mess your kids up. And it makes a lot of sense. We don't want to do anything to take our kids off. We don't want to be blamed for it, I guess is the best way to put it. But one of the products that I had in that store, which will kind of be weird to you guys when I show it to you, because I have it here right now, all of the kids in the neighborhood used to come by the store just to look around. But this was the one product they always play with. And I had golf, I had basketball, baseball, soccer stuff. I had all this cool stuff, but this was the game everybody wanted to play. So we're going to take a look at it now. I'm going to kneel down real quick and kind of give you an idea of what it is. So if you look down here, this is called the box hockey. And so the box hockey is and you guys are thinking, first thing is, why would I even care about hockey? But I'm going to show you what this does that people don't pay attention to that will really make a big difference. And so I'm going to get the pole. Go ahead and keep watching this. And so I'm going to get one of the poles. And so what this thing does is something that no other product that we had in the store could do. Because one of the first things your kid's going to have to learn is to get into an athletic position. It's probably the hardest thing to get people to do, especially a little kid. And you know what an athletic position is. It's where you're here, you know, your back is straight, your knees are bent, not too much, not too little. Kids get confused. They're trying to get their balance. Sometimes they're leaning too much forward or too far back. And so how do you get them to get that feel for what an athletic position is? It's very difficult to get done. This has them do it and they don't even think about it. So really the puck is sitting right here and this is made out of injection mold. So, and it is portable. You can take it apart and you can put it away if you need to. It's pretty big size device, but you can take it apart and put it away if you need to. So it's rock solid. It's not going to break. There's nothing they can do with it that would make it break apart. So it'll last forever. But once the kids start playing, and one kid's on that side, I'm on this side, and so they start right here, they clap their hockey sticks together a couple of times, and then it's on, right? They're doing this. And so what you'll start to see as they start to move is they'll start to move around in here. And then they learn. So you're getting the wrist strength, you're getting the arm strength up in here, you're getting the movement here, and keeping your balance because you don't want to get too far over and you don't want to get back here because you'll lose your spot. And they'll learn how to fight and dig out stuff, and all the time they're learning how to keep their balance. And this is almost impossible to teach it any other way, and it's incredibly fun. So this for me is, if you're going to get your kid a gift, you get a bunch of kids, they're going to all play this all the time and they are going to have a ball. The other thing is adults love this too. Adults enjoy playing this. If you're having any kind of party or anything like that, you pull this out, everybody will be over here because anybody can do it. And it's a workout. I'm telling you, with your arms, your legs, holding your balance here as you're moving forward, as you start to dig in and dig out and grab things and keep moving and try to do all of this, and the other person's fighting against you, your sticks get caught together. It is a tremendous workout even for adults, but for kids, this is that competitiveness. It's action oriented, it's not on air, and it's indestructible. Now, the bad thing about this, the number one thing that I would say you have to be conscious of is this thing is loud and they'll be playing this all night. So if you need to have some place to put it, maybe in the garage, put some carpeting out there, or, you know, if you could do it in the house, put it in a room where you can close the door. But they will make a lot of noise and there's a lot of movement, but it is absolutely positively, if I had a kid anywhere from 5 to 17, I would get this and the whole family's going to love it. But for your younger kids at 5 to 9 age, this is where they'll learn how to get that balance and that movement and be able to move quickly and be able to get their arms away from their body and not get off balance. You can't teach that. It's very, very difficult. And so when they're not playing their sport, whether it's baseball, basketball, football, soccer, golf, volleyball, whatever it is, when they're not playing that, they'll be playing this. And so this is a great, great product for you. Now, it is an expensive product. So this one costs $499, $499. If you look down below, I've talked to the gentleman that has it, that makes it, and he gave me a discount code for you guys. So until December 15th, you can get 15% off. And then after that, I'll give you a second code that'll give you 10%. So the code will show 15 and the other code will show the 10. So if you do it before December 15th, you will get the 15% off, and that'll bring it down to about $430. But it's a great, great product. And so you guys, and just let everybody know, I do have an affiliate program with them. So I'll make a little, but not what I would have made if you'd have paid the $499. But it's not about me making a little bit of money, but that does help us. It helps us move forward and helps us keep the software going, give the software out at no cost to you guys, like I always do. And so this is it. It's called Box Hockey. I have my 18-month grandson that I was putting this together for you guys, and he happened to be over at the house, and tell you how indestructible it is. First, I was showing him how to do this, and then he just got frustrated and stepped right inside of it and started playing with it. So it's great. I don't think it's good for an 18-month-old. He got kind of tired of it pretty quickly, but he did take it, and he was able to move and maneuver things and get it all the way down, and he just wanted to get it in this cup. So it is a great, great product. Now, this is my Christmas gift of the year. If you have a youth athlete, a young athlete, and you want to get them something that will be indestructible, this will last for a lifetime. But here's the other thing that I wanted to say about this. And so we'll get away from the box hockey for a minute. One of the things I keep trying to tell you guys, the guy that makes this thing, his name is Andy Brody. He started making this back in 1996, so it's been about 30 years. And I met him when I had my store back in the early 2000s, and I put this product in my store. And I told you guys how popular it was. Well, I called him early last year and told him I was starting to move back into what I was doing. I wanted to bring some products in. I was gonna have an e-commerce site, and he told me he was gonna stop making this. He had been doing it for 30 years, and we just had a long conversation on the phone about where he came from, why he did it, all of this kind of stuff. And I kind of felt bad. This thing never blew up. And I told him even back then, I said, this is more than just a hockey product. This is for any kid that wants to play, and it's super fun. I said, kids love this. They come to my store, they love it. He didn't get it. He thought it was a hockey product. I said, no, it's more than that. And so he was going to stop getting them made, not because he was getting kind of tired, but it was because it was hard to get it at the price point that made sense. When I bought it a long time ago, it was about $200 and something, and now it's $499. And so you can see it's been a long time now. It's 30 years. So I don't think that price change is that big of a deal. But he was going to stop because he was having trouble getting the parts made anymore. Nobody wanted to make it anymore. Just the amount of he was buying and all that kind of stuff wasn't working. And so through the last maybe 10, 15 years, he had started doing like parties. He'd go to events. He'd take about 20 of these out and put it out, and people would pay him to bring it in. So he was just tired of doing it, and it was difficult to get somebody to make it, and he was just about to come out. And so we had a long conversation about that, and I said, just give me one more year. Just make them one more time. And he goes, you know what? I'm glad this phone call came when it did, because I had convinced myself I was done. And then he decided to go ahead and do it again. But he won't be doing it for much longer. So if you do get one of these, nobody else is going to probably be making it like this. You can make your own. There's kits online. Go look it up. It's called Box Hockey. Go to boxhockey.com if you want to see this and purchase it. I'll give you the code down below. But the other thing I wanted to say to you guys was, guys like Andy, as we were talking, I said, wow, you know, it didn't blow out the way. He goes, yeah, I made a living doing it. It was fine. He goes, but the people that I met, the places I got to go because of this, the environment, the seeing kids with the joy, all of that kind of stuff. He goes, I've had a good life. Remember, I keep telling you guys what this is all about? Having a remarkable life. And so he epitomizes that. That's the kind of thing that I'm thinking about. And so one of the other things I want to do with you guys is, if you guys have any ideas, you have any products. I used to have a bunch of stuff in my store that were one-off. Some guy came up with a great idea, or a lady came up with a great idea, and I said, hey, I'll take a couple of them and put them in my store. And people had never seen them before. They weren't in your big stores. And back then it was Oshman's and Sport Chalet and Sports Authority. They're all gone now. Dick's, I think, is the only really major one that's left, in Big Five we have out here. But the independent stores, they're not around anymore. And so I want to bring that back. So if you've got an idea or something, go ahead and email me at info@AthleticSOS. Tell me what your product is. And if you're interested, I'd love to review it. You can just tell me about it, what you came with. All the people that I had when I had my store, they sold out to bigger organizations, and their products aren't around anymore because those bigger organizations just bought them out and then killed the product. Keep your product, build something for your own family. And if I can help out in any kind of way, I'm more than willing to do it. But so that's the kind of thing that we want to build as we start to move forward. So again, this is called the box hockey. It's easy to put together. You can take it down pretty quickly. You put it together pretty quickly. It's indestructible, and it is the best $4.99 you will spend, because your family, your kids, even the adults, everybody will be using this for a lifetime. It's not going to break. It's not going to rot. There's no metal pieces here, and it's easy to use, and it is the most fun you've ever had. So that is my Christmas gift for 2024. If you have a young athlete in your life, get them the box hockey. Get the discount code down below. And like I said, until December 15th, you can get it for 15% off. And then after that, I have another code down there you can use anytime, and you'll get 10% off. And I just think it's worthwhile. All right, guys, so that is for this week. You know, I told you guys I was going to give you my Christmas pick for 2024, but this is probably my #1 since I've had a store. And I'm going to show you guys some other products that I had. I got them stuck in my garage from when I owned my store. You guys will be amazed at some of the cool stuff was out there. And I'm also going to show you the stuff for the vision training. I got that stuff in, and some of the other stuff that I have, and we'll start moving through that. Next week, we're going to talk a little bit more about what to do as the holidays are coming up. You guys are going to have your high school, you're going to have your tournaments, you're going to have your showcases that are around the holidays. And so I wanted to give you guys a couple of ideas that I'm thinking about that, and then some of the new changes that are happening with the NCAA that we haven't even had a chance to talk about. All right, guys, as always, best of luck to you in all your endeavors and everything you guys want to do, and we'll see you next week. Bye.